In this video, we are going to discuss about strong entity and weak entity in DBMS. We know that entity is a thing or object. Entity is a thing or object that is distinguishable from other objects. That is distinguishable from other objects. So entity means an object which can be distinguishable from other objects. So that means each object has its own properties. The best examples for the entities are student is an entity, faculty is an entity, classroom is an entity, course is an entity. So entity means it has some physical existence or it may not have physical existence. So if you take student, staff, classroom, so those three entities have physical existence. If you take course is also an entity, but course doesn't have any physical existence. So we can say that entity may have physical existence or may not have physical existence. Entity is always represented by rectangle symbol. Entity means it is represented by rectangle symbol. Now let us see about, we have mainly two types of entities are there. One is strong entity, second one is weak entity. So first let us see what is strong entity. Strong entity means its existence does not depend on any other entities. Does not depend on any other entity. So that means strong entity means it is independent. It is independent of other entities. It doesn't depend upon any other entity. Strong entity can also be called as owner entity. Strong entity can also be called as owner entity. Strong entity always uses key field. So that key is nothing but primary key. So strong entity always uses primary key field. We know about primary key. So primary key means it is unique as well as not null. So primary key is mainly useful in order to identify a particular row in the table. Let a table contains 5 rows. So we can identify all those 5 rows with the help of the primary key. So by using primary key, we can uniquely identify a row. Why? Because primary key is unique. Okay. And strong entity is always represented by a rectangle symbol. So this is about what is strong entity. Now let us see about what is here. A set of strong entities is called as strong entities set. So a set of strong entities is called as strong entities set. So let us take, let employee is strong entity. So a set of employee entities is called as employee strong entity set. Okay. So strong entity set means a set of strong entities is called as strong entity set. Now let us see about what is weak entity. So strong entity means its existence doesn't depend on any other entities. Whereas weak entity means its existence depends on other entities. Its existence depends on other entities. So weak entity means weak entity always depends upon the strong entity. So what is the other name for strong entity? Owner entity. So weak entity always depends upon strong entity or owner entity. And one more important point here is, here we know that strong entity uses primary key field, a key field, whereas weak entity doesn't uses any key field. So we have several keys such as primary key, foreign key, candidate key. So weak entity doesn't uses any such keys. weak entity doesn't use primary key, foreign key, candidate key. But weak entity uses partial key. Weak entity uses partial key. Partial key is not a key field. Weak entity uses partial key. So we can identify here with the help of the partial key field. Okay. And next point is strong entity is represented by rectangle symbol, whereas weak entity is represented by double rectangle symbol. Double rectangle symbol. So weak entity set means a set of weak entities. A set of weak entities is called as weak entity set. So the major difference between strong entity and weak entity is strong entity doesn't depend on any other entity, whereas weak entity always depends on strong entity or owner entity. And one more point is strong entity always uses key field such as primary key, whereas weak entity doesn't uses any key field. Weak entity doesn't uses primary key, foreign key, candidate key, but weak entity uses partial key field. Partial key field. Strong entity, it is represented by single rectangle, whereas weak entity is represented by double rectangle. Now let us see an example for strong entity and weak entity. Strong entity and weak entity. So for this, let us see an example. Let we have two entities. Let the first entity is employee. Let the first entity is employee. Second entity is dependents. So the dependence of the employee. Dependence of the employee. So dependence means parents, wife and children are the dependents of the employee. And here the relationship is the policy. So employee has some policy. We know that here relation is represented by diamond symbol or rhombus symbol. So relationship is mainly useful in order to establish the associations between two entities. So here employee is one entity, dependent is another entity. Here employee has some policy. So here that employee is here dependent is nothing but what? Dependents of the corresponding employee. So dependents are nothing but parents, wife and children of the corresponding employee. Okay. Here employee is the strong entity. Why? Because employee doesn't depend on any other entity. Employee doesn't depend upon any other entity. So that's why we can call this as the strong entity. Whereas dependent is weak entity. Why? Because here the dependents are depending upon the employee. So that's why this is what? Weak entity. Weak entity is always represented by double rectangle symbol. So this is weak entity. So that's why we have to use double rectangle symbol. So this is nothing but weak entity. Here this relation is represented by double diamond symbol. Why? Because here it is showing the relationship between the weak entity and the strong entity. So that's why here we have to use what? Double rhombus symbols in order to show this relation. So we can call this relation as identifying a relation. So this relation can also be called as what? Identifying a relation. Next here, the association between this weak entity and the corresponding relation is, we can represent that association with the help of two horizontal lines. Here we have to use only one line, but here we have to use two lines. Why? Because it shows the relation between this relationship as well as weak entity. Or in place of this symbol, we can use a solid line, and this symbol, arrow symbol. Okay. So we can use double lines, or we can use a solid line and arrow. Okay. Arrow towards the relation. Okay. Here this dependent entity is always depends upon the employee. So here the participation is 100%. So that's why here we have to write total participation. Weak entity will participate 100%. So total participation. So here the relationship here is one to many relationship. many relationship. Why? Because here one employee may have several dependents. Let here the attributes of the employee are employee ID. Here employee ID is primary key. Primary key is represented by some line. And let the next attribute of the employee is employee name. Here this employee ID is nothing but what? Key field, primary key. So by using employee ID, we can uniquely identify that row. Let the employee information is like this. 1, employee ID is 1. Next employee name is Sudhakar. Next to 2, let employee ID is Ramesh. Next one, dependents. Let the dependents are the first attribute of the dependent entity is dependent name. Dependent name. Here this is partial key. Why? Because here we are identifying this column with the help of this table value with the help of the dependent name. Here this is nothing but what? Partial key. So partial key is always represented by some dashed line like this. Okay. Next, let the next attribute of the dependent is name. Let the next attribute of the dependent is relation. Okay. Next, first one is what? First attribute is dependent name. Let dependent name is some Leela. Dependent name. Next, let age is some 25. Next relation is some wife. Relation is some wife. Okay. Here we can combine this primary key as well as this dependent name in order to obtain a corresponding row. Here if we combine these two, so 1 Sudhakar, Leela, 25 wife. So this is nothing but one row of the table. Let we have some other rows. Nitya. Let the dependent name is Nitya. Let the age is 5. Let the relation is daughter. So next here, let the table has only one row. So we can combine this data with this record. So 1 Sudhakar, Nitya, 5 daughter. So this is nothing but one row. So in this way, we can show the relationship between the strong entity and weak entity. So this is about strong entity and weak entity.